I'm going to show you some traditional model aeroplane construction. I get asked quite a lot how to use tissue on open structures. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it. What we need for this, the main ingredient, is obviously tissue. This is heavyweight model span equivalent. We also need some Solvite, overlap and border paste. You apply the border paste all over the structure liberally. Thing is, it's not too important that you put little on, but put plenty on anyway around the edges. Okay, this will take overnight to dry, so cover that adequately like that, and take the tissue and start off at the centre section there. Give yourself plenty of overlap on it so we can pull it into shape. Now the secret with this, with covering a wing or a tailplane, is to pull more span-wise than chord-wise. So in other words, we pull more the wingspan than we do the chord. You'll see why in a moment, where the tissue goes on. Now when we drape the tissue on dry, next we take our trusty 50p car boot scent spray and we spray water all over the tissue. Now this tissue is what they call wet strengthened. It means that when you apply water it won't fall apart, so make sure you get the right sort of tissue. Good quality model aeroplane tissue. As I say, the original manufacture was called Model Span, but that's not made anymore, but there's plenty of good equivalents made by Messrs Whitmax. Now okay, then we've got the tissue, just lift it so gently off the surface, pull so you get the wrinkles out, and then take the tip, and then remember what I said, span-wise rather than chord-wise, pull it round the tip, it'll take a biconvex curve, there we go, and then start to pull chord-wise, and you'll see the wrinkles coming out bit by bit. Now this will shrink up, I can assure you, overnight. Although this looks a mess now, this will shrink up like a drum, and it's the most satisfying. I still love the old traditional tissue covering. It's very, very strong, as opposed to the plastic iron-on films that you get today. It's all a matter of personal choice, but this is a vintage Matador, so this is the way I used to cover them, and there's no reason why you can't still use tissue today, because it's still available anyway. So that's basically the idea. And when you get towards the tip, just pull bilaterally like that until you get the wrinkles out. And you never need to put tissue paste onto the edge, Solvite border paste onto the edge, because you can do that later when it's dry. I'll show you how to do it later. So there we go. There's the basic technique for tissue covering. And you'll find also, whether you're using it on foam or balsa, it'll strengthen up. Once that's dry, it'll strengthen up that wood tremendously, because it holds the grain together, and it also takes paint as well. So that's stage one of the tissue covering.